Hi, my name is Sara-Maude, and today I'm gonna tell you the story of my friend Joe. I call it the Strange Forest. Joe and I used to walk to school every day together, every morning and every night after school. The road was long, but we used to go through the forest to make it shorter. On the day the story happened, I didn't get to walk with Joe. My dad came to get me at school to try out his new toy called an automobile. I didn't feel very comfortable leaving Joe alone to walk through the forest, but I had no choice. When it was time to enter the forest, Joe took out the flashlight out of his backpack and began walking toward the path that led home. When Joe fully emerged in the forest, he started hearing some strange noises that seemed to come from the trees. But he really started to get freaked out when the noises began to sound like actual voices talking to him. Joe started to run, hoping to get home as soon as possible. But then, the strangest thing happened to him. The trees started moving toward him, blocking his way out of the forest. Joe tried to run around the trees, hoping to go past them and avoid being reached out by them. But then he slipped in a mud puddle, and the trees came surrounding him, dragged him, and strangled him till he fell unconscious. Joe woke up a couple of hours later, feeling disoriented and not really remembering what happened and how he got there. A couple of minutes later, everything came back to him, and when he realized he was still in the forest, he ran back as fast as possible to his house. When he arrived at his house, Joe's parents were waiting for him in his living room. They were asking why he was late and why he had marks on his neck, scratches on his knees, and mud all on him. When Joe tried to tell them what happened, they didn't really believe it was true. They just believed he did some stupid joke and just hung out with his friends. They were pretty mad about that. The next morning, when I went to Joe's house to get him to walk to school with me, I realized he had marks on his neck too. So I asked him what was going on and what he did to get those marks. And he told me the whole story. To this day, I don't know if I really believe him or he's just being silly. But since that traumatizing night for him, Joe never entered the forest again, and he always begged me to take the longer road instead, even if it took longer to go to school.